Hi, good day. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Niger Watch. My name is Ima, reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Niger Watch family across the globe. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning over here in Lagos. How are you and what is happening at your end? Come on, come talk to me. Welcome to today's broadcast. Good morning to you, Osagbuvo. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Good morning to each and every one of you too. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, Johnson Emmanuel. Good morning to you too. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Guys, please do also like this broadcast, share, invite someone on to the broadcast. Please, thank you. Do well to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone on to the broadcast, guys. Please, let's do the needful. Thank you and welcome to our newspaper review this beautiful Wednesday morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right, on the comment section, the link has been posted. If you'd like to join today's newspaper review, do well to click on the link. But to the panelists, before you do so, please take out time to like this broadcast before you click on the link. Thank you very much. All right, guys, welcome to our newspaper review today. Justin Emmanuel, how are you doing? And how do I say hello in your dialect, Johnson Emmanuel? I think this is also me trying to know where you are from. Okay, so please let me know how to say hello in your dialect. Hello, Favor Faith. How you doing? Beautiful morning to you, and thank you for the compliment right there. Thank you very much. All right, let's have our dialect morning today. Let's say good morning in our dialect. So for me, I am saying mesere to each and every one of you. I hope you are well. Thank you for joining me on this broadcast. How do I say good morning in your dialect? Come on, guys, say something to me. I'll be watching. And yes, Mommy Diaspora, beautiful morning to you, dearest Mama. How are you doing? Yes. How are you doing, Mommy Diaspora? Thank you for being on the broadcast. Yes, I see you right there. I see you, Mama. And if you're just joining, welcome to our newspaper review on Niger Watch. Please do also turn on your notification bell. Yes, that way you are here as soon as I am here or as soon as we are here. Please do well to do so. Do well to turn on your notification bell. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But guys, let's begin with the lights on the broadcast. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, Obota. Yes, Obota. Is that good morning or welcome? Okay, Mr. Mr. Asemota, good morning to you. No, now, Mr. Asemota, Mesere is my own. What is your own? Tell us what we say or what you say in Pluto. No, not in Pluto. Mr. Machiavelli, let's do dialects. Let's do dialects, please. All right, Mr. Kennedy, Obota, I'm sure I'm saying good morning or welcome. Thank you for being here. Favor Faith, how do I say good morning in your dialects? Thank you. Johnson Emmanuel, I have not seen. Okay. La IJ Esson. Okay. La IJ Esson. Okay. Thank you very much. Justin Emmanuel, I hope I get to be taught how to say that correctly because I am sure I have failed woefully at my pronunciation. Yes, Chidi Marshall, Otutoma. I remember that one. Thank you for being here. Okay, Obota is good evening. Oh, yes. Okay. So to you, Mr. Kennedy Obota, and thank you for being on this broadcast. Chidi Marshall, Otutoma. Thank you for being here, Mr. Ishola Semota. I'm sure I'll be hearing from you soon. Brother Nice, Mesere Abadie.
Yeah, good morning. How am I going to reply?
Idioko.
Idioko, yeah.
All
So,
right.
my horn is a bonjour. Comment ça va?
Okay. Bonjour.
Ça va bien.
Oh, oui,
You see?
oui. Thank you. Let's leave it there. Please don't drag my leg outside.
All right.
But
All
nice.
right,
I
thanks.
welcome you to this broadcast. Thank you for being here. All right,
Thank
Favor
you.
Faith. Oh, boy. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we let's begin our newspaper review for the day. Oh, finally, Mr. Machiavelli has taken the bold step to come and teach the whole of Niger Watch how to say good morning in his dialect. Mr. Machiavelli, good morning and welcome to the broadcast.
Hi, good morning, Miss Ema. Good morning, everyone. Like I said, I'm a Plutorian. So in Pluto, we greet meow. So that's how it is. So that is our language. But I'm a Nigerian, born a bona fide Edo citizen. So we greet Obuwe.
All right.
Mr. Machiavelli, good morning. But that's your meow. You sound like a pussycat greeting. Meow.
As a Plutonian, as a Plutorian, we have our language. So I think we have to respect our language as well. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Kennedy, welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much. Good evening. Machiavelli, where is Pluto actually?
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Good morning to you. Good evening to you, because I know, like I said, let me respond. Let me also ask you in Japanese, Konnichiwa. So you understand that? I understand your language, but in Pluto is another planet. It's another planet.
Where is that planet?
That planet is also, we have we have almost, is it nine planet or 8 planet we have? So it's one of them. You have Earth, Mercury, Pluto, Jupiter. So I'm in the Pluto. So in Pluto, it's another planet different from Earth, and we greet meow.
So Mr. Machiavelli, when you say meow, what do we say to you? What do we respond?
Yeah. You can respond in other different language, because in Pluto we have different people. You can say abadi. You can also say abadi. So we understand as well.
All right.
Mr. Machiavelli, where is Pluto? Where is Pluto? Which country is Pluto? That is what we want to know.
Pluto is another planet. It's just like you have planet Earth. So Pluto is another planet. So in Pluto, we have a language, and that is what we are called Plutorian. Because we don't really have a state just like you have on Earth, like different countries. Pluto is just a country inside Pluto, and the capital city is. We have a better change in our society. That's what we call our capital city. Thank you.
This man, we'll kill somebody.
Mr. Kennedy, welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing today, sir?
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Good to have you. Yes, sir. Welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with our newspaper review today. Our first paper for today is The Punch. And on The Punch, we have 10 billion naira nomination fees scandal. Okay. The campaign has only just started, and there's already a fee scandal going on in PDP. ASUU chair storming meeting. Others National Working Committee members probe. National Deputy Chair, 5 others may face disciplinary panel over 122 million naira refund. PDP Chair should also be investigated over controversial housing allowance. And that's from NEC members. Drama as Board of Trustees, Rivers Governor meeting ends in deadlock. ASUU tackles candidates forum. Moving on, federal government sues Meta over illegal arts, demands 30 billion naira. NNPC grows profits to 674 billion naira, assets hit 16 trillion naira. 3 scientists win Nobel Prize for breakthrough in quantum physics. ASUU knocks Ngige over factional groups registration. Abiodun welcomes Amusan with multi-million naira property and 5 million naira cash. NDA convocation. Osibanjo advocates local manufacture of arms ammunition. HOOD.LUMS attack APC rally in Ibadan, injure supporters. 150 persons killed during Ikoyi prison attack, and that was from an eyewitness. KANU must not die in detention, OZEKHOME writes Buhari. So yesterday, okay, we don't have that yet. We'll wait until we have that story. So ASUU knocks Ngige over factional groups, saying that it is only, they don't have so much lecturers, and that it is only Obafemi Awolowo University that is signed under this this new group or body that has been certified. Yes, they were certified yesterday. That has been certified to checkmate ASUU. That KANU will come to that in another paper. Yes, what other story? So those people that refunded, that returned the housing allowance, well, there's going to be a probe on the 10 billion naira nomination fee. And the good thing about this probe is ASUU will not be exempted from this probe. Even him will be probed. Let's see. It looks like the crisis in PDP has taken another turn. So now it's not just going to be a function of if ASUU, steps down or not. There's also probing. I don't know if this is the right time for them to be probing. I really don't think this is the right time. They have a campaign to look forward to. They have, an election for them to, to see to, and not to start probing each other. But as we know how a good number of Nigerians feel about what is happening in the PDP. All right. So the Commonwealth champ, yes, and record breaker, I'm also had a homecoming just a couple of days ago, and the governor Abiodun did well to welcome her, and it's good to say that she said that she wants to come back home, and the governor made other people, did well to, give her a home there, and they say, if you're coming back home, this is just to show you that, or prove to you that we are ready to receive you, and that as you've claimed an indigene of Ogun State and not Lagos State. There's this thing about Lagos State and Ogun State boundary, and yeah. So, but she has claimed to be from Ogun State, and the governor is so pleased and so proud of her. It just goes on to say that success has many relatives. Whatever it is that you're doing, put in the time, put in your all, because it will surely pay off someday to pay off. All right, so that's the golden girl. Got a good homecoming, and she has a good deal in her hometown. That's as much as we have. Okay, 150. So this Ikoyi prison attack that happened in 2020. There's something about data in Nigeria that is never accurate. You could hear that 300 persons were kidnapped. Then tomorrow you're hearing it was 275. And then there is a question of who is counting, right? Excuse me. So this eyewitness who was there, at the time he was registered with this NGO that used to go there to teach. He was teaching English. And he said it was one of those days while he was there that the attack happened. So he saw the events, he saw what happened, he saw it all play out. And he has come to say that it was 150 people as against what was given out there. And now there is also the question of who was counting. You watched 150 people being killed, or after the whole operation, the body was assembled. All these are the questions. So now we don't even know which data to keep to ourselves. I just hope that we can come to that place where they begin to give accurate data. I don't know if they're just trying to hide the information, or they just don't think that it is important for for casualties like this to be rightly recorded. How would things like this happen and we don't have a body that has the true record? It would be very devastating for a country not to have that. Let's even agree, or let's hope that there is someone somewhere, there's a department, there's an office that knows for certain the number of casualties in every incident like this. For as a country, it would be very, very bad for us not to have accurate data or documentations to this. And Kanu's lawyer has come out to say that nothing should happen. Okay, not nothing. That Kanu must not die in detention. Well, we don't know why they're saying that he has health issues and they're not allowing him. They're not even allowing the doctors to tend to him. And they're like, they should not use his health condition they shouldn't leave him to the fate of his health condition. They're saying that they would not accept. And I hope that the federal government would, do the needful, allow him have his treatment or whatever it is, but do everything possible to make sure that this man does not die in prison. It's going to be really, really bad, because you have the IPOP that are gyrating. They've been warning and they've been asking their Igbo politicians or Igbo elder statesmen to do something. Nobody's saying anything, and I think those people have been holding their calm or keeping to themselves. And I hope the federal government do not take this for granted. Johnson Emmanuel says that numbers of casualties could be manipulated for X or Y reasons, humans are too fake. Just in humans or the governments. Who do we blame in something like this? We'll move to the next paper. Our next paper is the Daily Trust. On Daily Trust, we have strike. Federal government registers another union to checkmate ASUU. KANU has no members, exists only in OAU lecturers mock government. Unions complicit of corruption in Ivory Towers, says Buhari. Corruption will soon kill education sector, and that's from Jega. Petrol queues resurface in Abuja as marketers fall to logistics. PDP crisis board of trustees to convene emergency meeting over Wike's position. NNPC net profit leaps to 674 billion naira, sells 11 trillion naira oil in 6 months. Buhari confers integrity award on SP Ama, who rejected $200,000 bribe. Again, 9 dead of food poisoning in Kogi. Buhari to present 19.76 trillion naira 2023 budget to National Assembly on Friday. INEC publishes list of governorship candidates. So if you are interested, you would like to see the names that made it through, kindly pick up the Daily Trust page 32. And yes, the president, while conferring integrity award on SP Armor. Now, this is the officer. He got involved in a drug case, and he was bribed with $200,000. This man refused the money and went on ahead to even expose, all of these people and made sure that their intentions or the agenda, yes, the plan, came to limelight and justice prevailed. And the president has, used that has used the man as a yardstick to other police officers to say that there is reward in labor, there is reward in dignity, and telling them to I don't know if this is enough, knowing the Nigerian police. Well, this was really courageous, and I applaud the man, and it's good to know that he is receiving this presidential or this national honor. It was one of the people that got national honor. Yes, that's the story. That's the story on the man. So the president has come out to beg other police officers to please, emulate what SP Ama did, and well, hopefully other departments, not just the Nigerian police, other people, even civilians, hopefully we become diligent people. All right. As we know it, okay, we'll take that story. It's still not here. We'll take that story. But it looks like there's going to be scarcity again as they are queues back at the filling stations. But this report is only coming in Abuja, just people in Abuja so far that are experiencing this. And yes, again, PDP are still conveying emergency meeting up and down. Yesterday, they had this emergency meeting, and today they have another. Today we are reporting another emergency meeting. Now let me take the story on this new people. They're not new, but they've always been there. They are the Congress of University Academics and the National Association of Medical and Dental Academics. They've been certified as trade unions. They say that they are supposed to checkmate. These are rivalry groups to ASUU. So they've always been there, but they don't have so many schools registered under them. They don't have so many lecturers registered under them. Maybe they do not have, because federal government until recently, yesterday, had not certified them. But now that they've certified them, let's see if, now they're saying that there's corruption in ASUU, and that's why there's this tussle. Now let's see if lecturers will be willing and schools will be willing to be signed under KANU. KANU stands for Congress of University Academics. Congress of University Academics, and then there's another body called the National Association of Medical and Dental Academics as trade union. Ngige presented certificates of registration to both KANU and to NAMDA. Please let's remember, I think we'll be having this name from time to time. So KANU stands for Congress of University Academics, and National Association of Medical and Dental Academics Australia. So this is the best that the federal government could do regarding the ASUU. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know how they intend for, to have students go back or these same lecturers, if they're going to be employing new lecturers on the corner that will be taking care of the schools, or it is still the same people that are supposed to go back to ASUU. If there's anybody here that understands how this is supposed to play out, please, I'll be yielding the floor to you in just a minute. Let's take the last paper for today, and that's the Daily Sun. Please also drop your comments on how you feel about the government bringing up another body to checkmate ASUU Kona. Frustration as fuel queues return in Abuja. Wike BOT meeting inconclusive as ATT.A.CK flags of campaign October 10. Rivers Governor pledges commitment to peace. National Working Committee in marathon meeting over returned checks. NNPC posts 674 billion naira profit after tax in 2021. Explosion rocks Rivers oil wells. Sanwo-Olu announces pay rise for Lagos civil servants. Bailout, economy gulps over 9 trillion naira in 3 years, CBN. PSC approves dismissal of police officers for misconduct and demotes 10 others. 2023, INEC clears 837 candidates for Guba election. All right, and then federal government slams Meta. Meta Incorporated. That's those are the owners of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and now federal government under or through the Advertising Regulatory Commission, Association of Nigeria, ACON, through them, the federal government are suing Meta Incorporated for adverts. Now, when you use these apps, the Facebook, the Instagram, or sometimes, no, I'm not sure of WhatsApp, but Facebook and Instagram, there are these ads that pops out. ACON has come out to say that they do not follow due process, that these adverts are not being vetted, and that's against, the constitution over here. So they are saying they are not in line with the Nigerian constitution when it comes to advertisement. So they are being sued 30 billion naira for, not going through the appropriate channel to advertise within the Nigerian sphere. And they are also saying that this act of theirs has made them to lose out millions in the advertising sphere. So yes, that's it. I don't know how far that suits will go, but let's see. But it's good to know that there should be regulations, and you just don't run your program from anywhere without seeking or carrying out due diligence of what is obtainable here and what is not obtainable. It's good to know that we have these bodies, but I just hope that they would be, sincere, or monies are being channeled rightly and are being used rightly going forward. Then we have the story on Sanwo-Olu's visits. That's the picture story that you have there. Sanwo-Olu has promised Lagos civil servants a 25% pay raise. Sanwo-Olu has come to say, see, I see your plight. I know your plight. I know that the economy is not very friendly, and you are spending a lot, yet little is coming in. So he has said that he's not going to wait for federal government to ask governors to increase the pay of civil servants, because Lagos State is a pay setter. The governor of Lagos State has done well and has made his people happy by announcing a pay raise by 25%. That's actually very commendable, and well done. Well done, and thank you to the governor of Lagos State. Every state should emulate this as soon as possible. These civil servants are being paid peanuts. Some states have not even implemented the 30,000 naira minimum wage. They are yet to implement that. So for the governor of Lagos State doing this, well done, sir. And 2 oil wells had this explosion yesterday in Rivers State. Although being contained, it has been contained. Investigations are being carried out. They said that they saw an illegal vessel there, although it got burnt by the fire. But that was seen, and they're saying there's a likely cause of oil bunkering or oil theft that was happening at the point, and that must have been what triggered this. But investigations are ongoing, and we'll get to know result much later. And now the police force has approved dismissal of 7 police officers for misconduct. I don't know if this is all the punishments they get for the kind of misconduct that we see carried out by our police officers. I don't know if demotions also is enough, because I think this is the punishment that they get. They get either demoted or they get dismissed. Is that even when it comes to very strenuous crimes or offense or dishumane acts being carried out on a civilian, they get either demoted or they get dismissed. And I don't know if that is enough punishment for them. Yes, that's all the story that we have here. Thank you for staying on here with us. If you are just joining in, welcome to our newspaper review on Niger Watch. Thank you for being here. Do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. All right, brother Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Iman. Good morning once again. Greetings to the panelists and the people in the comment section. So, which one do we deliberate on? Because you spoke about a lot of issues now. So, I don't know the one I have to.
Okay, so the reps that had the meeting with ASUU reported to Buhari yesterday, as it was reported in the paper, and what we were expecting, like they will come up with something that is supposed to pacify ASUU or give ASUU what they want. But Amelia had earlier spoken while having a meeting with ASUU, told them that whatever results that whatever they come in agreement with is what they would submit to the president, and that the president's judgment will be based on what the outcome of that meeting. Now we were expectant, we were thinking, okay, they are going to deal with this issue decisively. Now, having another body that's supposed to checkmate or be like in competition with ASUU was the best that the federal government could come up with. Do you think that that would solve at least the problem?
For real, I don't understand. I don't understand. Which body federal government came out with to checkmate this issue or ASUU? What is their job? What are they going to do to solve? Is it a body to negotiate with ASUU or something? Me myself, because I have a question to ask, because it's not clear to me. You understand? It's just everything is just confusing. You understand? This Baja Biamila that said it is anything that ASUU came up with, that is what they will submit to it. Where this man, him himself, where is he since then? Where has he been when this issue is going on in Nigeria? I think it's the work of all those Senate or Assembly National to intervene in this kind of situation to resolve it. But all of them, they are just there keeping quiet, keeping silent. Now they are not coming out to say whatever they come out with, that is what they will present to the president. At the end of the day, they will still present it to the president. Nothing good will come out of it. The last time that I heard that they were trying to force the ASUU, federal government were trying to force ASUU, threatening them that they should go back to school, that they should resume school. Whatever they like, let them do with ASUU. Let them force them to back to school. Because they have the power. The only thing they believe is just to force people, to threaten people. They don't know how to negotiate. You understand? So I don't know, that ASUU matter is I don't know how to speak about that now, because it's just more than my strength. I don't understand, because I don't see any reason government would be there when there is problem in institution. They don't know how to resolve it. The only thing they do is just to dance around a problem. They don't know how to solve problem. They dance around problem, especially when that problem when it involves them to inject money into it. You understand? So if it's money for their own self now, this problem will be resolved immediately. But as far as money that is not going to their pocket, they are not. It's not the one that they will keep to themselves. So they won't to resolve that kind of issue. It's difficult for them.
All right.
That's our government for you. So let them do whatever they like with ASUU. The only thing we know that very soon we are going to kick them out of power. So we'll put another government that have the people at heart, that know the right thing to do at the right time. That is the only way we'll solve all this problem. As far as this Kauriera is there, that Kauriera is not going to do anything about it. Even though they go and submit anything to him, he will not do anything about it. We just sit down there.
All right, brother, nice. All right, thank you for your submission. Thank you very much for your submission. So the question here is, Mr. Machiavelli, the question here is, will the lecturers allow this faction to hold? Because from the submission of ASUU, it looks like they are fighting. It's supposed to be a good fight, but now the way government is handling it, they are making it look like ASUU as a body, they are being fraudulent. They don't have the interest of the students. They don't have the interest of the students at now. With this new body that they've gone to, that they've registered, that they've certified, do you think that, or do you see lecturers porting to this other side? So once they begin to port to this side, federal government has no business discussing anything with ASUU anymore. There is another body for them to discuss with. So lecturers that want to work would most likely move on to KANU and have their own agreement, and then they go back to school.
Thank you for that submission. And like I've always said, a government is an institution that which a country is formulated and attained. Whatever you're going to do, it lies on the government. I heard one of our brothers saying, well, ASUU should have its own autonomy. I agree to that. Because in a system like this, whereby you hold power and the central government delegate, he has all the power. You have to do this and you have to do that. Now you are making ASUU look like the one that is stupid now. Give them what they want. Give them what they want. Let them be autonomy of their own. Let them control that we, the citizen, will hold them accountable for keeping our student hostage. But you are the person that sees the affairs of these people, and you are now creating another body to checkmate them again. Now, you see, we're creating problems upon problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of people will disagree. Oh, ASUU, this one. This thing has been longing for. You cannot tell me that as you employ me, and I tell you to give me what I demand, and you're telling me I should go to hell. Then you tell me to go back. You're marching on order for me to go. A lot of people always disagree. No, ASUU is the criminal, is the this. You can say whatever you want to say. You cannot sit down in your own hands and make your own law. I'm also a body that can also make my own law. So whatever we need to come to the table. That is why they need to come to the table. I can see in Gigi, when they were talking about, he was running around. This is the same people who has the audacity to use the money to say they want to be president of this country, who cannot even see the problem they are having with ASUU. Now tell me how these people are going to run the nation. So my question is that whether you're going to put the body there or you are not going to put the body there, first of all, fix what is happening right now. But they are not trying to move it to the other side. Then let these people be autonomous. That's it. Then you don't have a hand in it because you've given them what they want. They will be able to do what it takes to make sure that the student go back to school. So this government that does not understand one thing and they move it to the other side. If people like Femi Gbajabiamila that is talking the other, I was watching him. Did he not go to school? So let's take, for example, that he was he's part of this student that have been at home for. What will be his own reaction? You see, this is the way they kept us, because I just think this whole thing, this ASUU thing, is politically motivated because it's all politics. You are using it a kind of a game. We cannot put the lives of people and their education into kind of a political thing. This is absolutely unbearable. And our country will begin to look at this thing. You are fighting ASUU. And most of us who will fight ASUU here, you went to school. You take, for example, now what will happen to you. For me, I just think they should stand on their feet. And I think everybody should be given their autonomy. So let them go and everybody go on their way. Because I cannot see this kind of thing coming in all the time. You're still dragging us. We are in almost to the 9th month now. Are you joking? And you guys negotiating with you have your children that are schooling abroad. I mean, in every country you live in now, have you seen things like that happen? I'm going to ask people that are going to blame ASUU. Where you live, the educational system there, you tell me what it is. People will say it's their interest. This one will say it's their interest. If the government is doing something good, if they're putting everything in place, all these things should not be of interest. And I want to quickly address this issue of this pay rise in Lagos. You see, another political game. People will say like, oh my God, let's applaud this Songolu. Oh God, you have been there since. You didn't increase it. Now because you want to use it as you see, Nigerians, it is very crystal clear that we do not understand what these people are doing. How can you be increasing the rate now when it's political, when we are trying to make some kind of political change? Is that not a game? You are working for somebody's pocket because you want to mobilize people to come and vote for you. You are trying to bring in another banana so that you think they are monkeys, they will come and take the banana. Thank you very much, sir. Increase it 25%. Where have you been since? As the people not be crying out, it's not the only person that have increased. The other states have done it. Those states did it the other day, even before the election. So he shouldn't be using all these people. They should stop this nonsense. They should stop it. If you are elected in office, you are supposed to carry out your job. Why is it this time? People should ask, why is it now that you want to increase their salary? Why have you not done it since? I will not applaud those kind of moves because these are all political moves in order to gain their own selfish interest. And our people should know it is now or never we start putting these people on, tell them you have a duty to do. Don't use it as a political game or using the people's life. Now the worker is going to say, so you did well. You see, this is what they do. You mobilize the women the other day, wearing their uniform to try to campaign for your own principle. The next day you increase worker salary. How long have you been there now? It should be his, because he's also trying to run for his second term. You have to understand that. So they should not use workers as their political means of earning their own strategy. We are people. We as people. We are different from them, and we are there to work to earn our money. In every country you go, there's some people will say, "Hey, they want to go and use." See, Nigeria is just kind of they are playing games. Who are they trying to fool? Look at the ASUU one. Instead of you trying to make sure that this thing works better, give ASUU, okay, we are going to give you. Put in conditions and say this must be done. We don't want this thing to take place. Now we need to give you your powers. Now you will have to make sure you deliver for the people. That is the dividends of democracy I'm talking about. Isn't democracy? You political tools to capture their minds. Why will you do that? Because they say politics is a game. You have to play the way you have to use it as a check. But that does not mean that you have to take the people for granted. I think what Sanwo-Olu has done is politically motivated. He has a plan, and that is unacceptable. Because the Lagos people, you saw it the other day, how the flood was taking over Lagos. This is a place where they said their principal built, and you built them now. You are trying to use the workers now. See, we need to wake up. These people need to be told what they should do, and they shouldn't use the citizen as their own political shield. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Machiavelli. Thank you for your submission. Thank you to those on the comment section. I see your comments. Please keep it coming. Thank you for joining the broadcast, June Obaseki. How are you doing? Mommy Diaspora, I see you right there. Mama, thank you for being here. Thank you, Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you for being here. To Niger, I see you. Sylvanas, how are you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Van Maxwell, how are you doing? Thank you for being on this broadcast. Thank you. Sam Sky. Hi, Sam Sky. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Livecam Stage. Thank you for being here. Thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. To you watching or seeing anything, thank you for being here. Welcome to the broadcast. Please do well to like this broadcast, share, invite someone on to the broadcast, and do well also to support us. Thank you so very much, Mr. Kennedy.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Ima, for always having us and for always having a fruitful deliberation here. Thank you to viewers all over the world and co-panelists. First of all, let me dwell on the salary increment in Lagos State. I quite appreciate the way Machiavelli has dealt with the issue. You see, it is politically motivated. That is very obvious. It's very conspicuous that it is politically motivated, and people in Lagos now, Lagos State might be jubilating that this man is trying to increase the salary. Is getting to we're getting to the election period, and now he's increasing the salary. Edo State Governor Obaseki has increased salary. I think that was the first year into his second term. So nobody would say that was politically motivated. That was a good intention. But for Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, this is a political gimmick, trying to appeal to the voters. But one thing about African leaders, he's not telling us where the money is going to come from. If you're increasing salary abroad, you're definitely going to tell them where the money is going to come from. Are you going to get this money from the safety net of the state? When I mean safety net, like this, their trader money or whatever they are giving to, are they going to stop giving it to, the traders or the market women money? Are they going to stop giving the money or slash part of the money and give it as salaries to people? Where's the money? Are you going to tax the rich? Are you going to tax them more so that you get money to augment the increment you are proposing? Are you going to tax the middle class? Are you going to tax the macro businesses or macro businesses? Where are you going to get the money from? He's not telling us where he's going to get the money from. What if he's not re-elected? How is the incoming governor going to be able to procure this salary? These are pertinent questions that are supposed to be asked. But in Africa, you see, when the governor comes out to say, I'm going to increase, everybody will say, hey, God will bless you. That is APC. You see, because I don't know, actually, there's no critical appraiser of what these people are doing. They just come up and do whatever they want to do. Well, to me, it's politically motivated and it should not be applauded. I will not applaud such people. This is political gimmick. And for the ASUU issue, I don't know if I'm the one mistaken here. I saw Ngige during the deliberation or negotiation. He just walked out of the ASUU, and then when he was walking out, I saw he tapped on the back of I think that was the ASUU president or somebody that was in the other one of the negotiators. I was like, wow, that is an assault. That is an assault. He just kind of slapped the back of somebody, and nothing happened. You don't. Africa is funny. You don't try that abroad. It's just assaulting somebody. But anyway, how can the federal government refuse to negotiate with ASU, and now they are creating a splinter group? That is this is not the terrorist issue where the government has to create a splinter group in order for them to infiltrate the group that is terrorizing the particular society or country. You see, this is ASU. You have been refusing to negotiate. This group they are creating now, that one might be causing problems later because those ones who want to negotiate what we for one or two things later on, you see the same problem. That's what is happening in Nigeria or Africa. You see, in Africa, they keep creating committees upon committees upon committees. They keep tampering with the constitution, whereas the constitution is okay to deal with the current problems of the country. And all these committees they are creating and all these splinter group, they have got nothing to do. They are not going to do better than what we have. Why don't you do with what we have and try to get a better result? You see, I don't know what is happening with the federal government. Look at the budget they are bringing up now. They are going to borrow money. Everything has virtually collapsed. They don't want to negotiate, like somebody just rightly said. This Ngige, he picked the form for during the primaries. He wanted to be president. The form was 100 million. Look at how many APC candidates, how many APC members picked the presidential form, the presidential candidate form. So many of them, and even the PDP. All this money will go a very long way to, solving the problem to the ASUU. The ASUU people, they are not even asking for increment in salary. They are asking for, how to improve the academic system of the country, because everything has collapsed. The other day, Nigeria was even celebrating because University of Ibadan was named among the 1,000 good universities all over the world. It's a pity. It's a pity where we are. So I don't even know whether they try to create other splinter group or not. The problem is not going to go away. They have to negotiate and give us what they want and let the children go back to school. That's all. So that's my submission. Thank you.
Mrs. Emma, can I just put one thing on this submission that Mr. Kennedy just did? One thing that bothers me is like what he said. Where are they going to get this money from? That's number one. Ngige went to pick a form. That's number two. This is somebody who is supposed to be negotiating with ASUU. 100 million. Where is he going to get the money from? Now, do you just remember that on the 1st of October, Nigeria was having an independence, right? Before the Independence Day, there was the rehearsal of the military. There was a video surfacing on the internet, and it was quite shocking that this is the problem we are going to face. Our military were doing a rehearsal. They were coming down with a parachute. Some fell on the tree, some fell out, some were rushed to the hospital. That is to tell you lack of training and appropriate, equipment and how to use them. This is a problem. Nigeria, we need to wake up. Now, the president, the Lagos State governor who has been the handbag to his presidential candidate, has always used this thing. You see, Nigerians, please, it is not this time they are going to be giving you corn to say come and take, because they look at you like chickens who will give corn and you always come and take. Take the corn and tell them enough is enough. ASUU, they cannot keep you hostage. Stand on your ground. Lagos State Workers Union, collect the money, stand on your ground. Don't let people deceive you with their political ideas to put the money in their pocket. It is not their money, it is for you. Don't clap for them. That is why they are elected there. The first day he took the oath of office to go there and serve you, that is the day he is supposed to have you increase the money. All those he promised that he has failed. All of them has failed, and we must tell them enough is enough.
Hello, Missima. Missima,
Yes,
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, Brother Nice, I can hear you.
Okay, thanks. I just want to bring something to you guys now. As we speak now, there's a lot of raiding going on in different states in Nigeria. They just unleash AFCC and military on Nigerian youth now. What are they doing now? Is to distract all this youth that is mobilizing for Labour Party. They are raiding everywhere now. There's in Ivory, I saw boys with placards. EFCC, since when EFCC have now become military, EFCC is shooting boys on the street in the name of Yahoo. When there is criminal, all those youth now that is standing out to make difference now, they want to make sure they want to distract them so that they want to keep their energy, so that those boys will not have any energy again to support Peter Obi. That is their strategy. That is what they are doing right now as we are talking. Since 4 days ago now, they have already unleashed EFCC and the military on youth on the streets in different states.
Yes, Brother Nice. That is why we are saying ASUU should hold their ground. I feel pity for those who are not in school. You cannot hold children out of school and you pretend an idle mind is the devil's workshop. If these people are giving the dividends of democracy,
what they ask for as citizens of a country. You have what you call social life, then you have education. You give them a lot of things that would distract them from this kind of evil. But when you don't do that and you fail in your collective responsibility as leaders, and that is why I explain what government means as a machinery through which the will of a state is formulated and attained. They have failed in that responsibility, and that is why you have this chaos. Then you are not blaming ASUU of something you actually started. We must actually tell them, for our children to go back to school, everything should be negotiated. ASUU should go back and they should give them autonomy so that these people can be free. You cannot expect people to be at home just folding down. Are they going to? They are hungry. So this is why this thing is all like this. You are using EFCC is moving around, just making their own kind of things difficult for the ordinary citizen, whereby somebody stole a 98 billion. AG stole out 9 billion. This person is still walking around Abuja with no, what kind of immunity? Then you tell me that in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which says that equality before the law, where is the equality now? An ordinary man who cannot feed the one who is feeding below $1 a day, he's struggling to get its ends meet. He cannot go to school. You hold him hostage for 9 months. Now he is not. Then you expect the person to be laughing at you, or do you want them to come and give you chocolate? You see, we need to wake up. That is just the thing.
Machiavelli, the thing. What I'm trying to let you know that those boys are not even. What is their proof? Yeah. Those boys are not even doing those things. They're even innocent. They shot. I saw a boy. Those boys. They were even telling the military that, what is your proof? They shot that guy in his stomach. That guy was even just asking them questions. They showed that guy. Huh? My brother, I tell you, that's what I told you the last time.
The big question is, why is EFCC even shooting people? Don't they try people anymore? Why do they have a way of treating us like animals?
The only thing they're supposed to do, you can arrest them.
Sorry, it is because the institutions have failed. What is the duty of a police officer? Is to maintain law and order. What is the duty of the military? Is to safeguard the country. Now, because these people does not know their function, everybody works as a force. Do you get what I mean? So EFCC is to make sure that corruption, economic and financial crimes committee, that is their name. They are supposed to deal with corruption. Now, the corruption is at the top. Where are those people? Why are they not being tried? The AG now, where I'm asking, 96 billion, where is the court case? Why is it just mute? But you are using the appropriate channel now to make sure that those people who are not happy with the way the system.
All right, Mr. Machiavelli, thank you for your submission. Thank you. All right, thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. Thank you. Do not forget, we have the chat today by 1 p.m. Nigerian time. On our chat today, we are talking Nigeria, which way Nigeria. Where will we have that will be a series of the things that are happening right now in the country. This and many more falls into that category. So come on to chat today. Let's talk about the things that are happening right now. Yes, the things that are happening right now. Talking about raiding, sometime last week, there's this group of young men that took a bus, went around the city of Abuja, and they were just robbing from one store to the other. They robbed and not even one security. So which way? And EFCC going about harassing the people of Edo. EFCC, people in Warri, and all the things that are happening. The police, they commit such outrageous crime or dehumanizing acts on civilians, and all they get is just demotion or dismissal, and that's all that they get. Come on, we are going to be talking about all of these things and more when you come by 1 p.m. Which way Nigeria is the beginning of a new series that those absurd things that are happening in this country that should have been penalized, or ideally the culprit should be facing the law, but nope, not in Nigeria. Such things do not come off as a crime. So please do well to join us 1 p.m. today on Nigeria Watch. 1 p.m. today on the chat. Yes, on Nigeria Watch for the chat. Thank you to each and every one of you that has been on to this broadcast. Thank you so very much. All right, to Nigeria, I see you right there, and your submissions keep it coming. To my amazing panelists, thank you for being on the broadcast with me. today. As we know that the president, or there was national honors given out to some people, and on that name, on that list, we have the likes of Ngige. I, for one, when I watched that video on him walking out and him tapping, I'm like, this is clearly assault. I mean, the president of ASUU wouldn't have done that to him. His orderlies, his security would have most definitely or most likely handled OZEKHOME, Mr. OZEKHOME. But in this case, nothing. Everybody just allowed it to go like that. And now this report that is going, it almost looked like there's a personal vendetta playing out between Ngige and Mr. OZEKHOME, the president of ASUU. So we need to, now Ngige was given national honor. Let's leave my own submission aside. Brother Nice, this also is going to be your last submission, but I want you to join everything. I want you to react to Ngige being among those people that were given national honor.
Why would they give him national honor? Did he deserve? What has he done to deserve that national honor? For resolving a ASUU issue or what? So I don't know. That national honor, they are just giving it out like newspaper. I don't think they're even giving it to people that want it. You understand? Nigeria is a place when you depends how you are corrupt. That is how they give you a national honor. That's Nigeria for you. They don't give it to people that have dignity. It's criminals that give national honor in Nigeria. Everything is flipped in Nigeria. It's upside down. So it's not surprising. You will see surprise tomorrow now. That man that is a mediator between Nigeria and bandits. One day they will still call him in ASUU Rock and give him national honor. So that is Nigeria is Fulani government for you. Federal Republic of Fulani. That is Nigeria. As I said,
All right, Brother Nice. All right, Brother Nice. Thank you. Please do well to join us for 1 p.m. today. Thank you very much. Mr. Machiavelli.
Thank you. Looking at Ngige's case, you see, this is where I still pull out my thing to say, why should you blame ASUU now? The person who is in charge of education that cannot even, make or try to make sure that the educational system stands in Nigeria for 9 months, you are putting that person to have an award. Would this one not anger ASUU to say we go nowhere? No, just tell me now. How would Nigeria, as my brother said, a place, this is the Nigeria where a place where the bad one will be getting the honor. They will just give them. That is why you see our National Assembly, somebody came the other day and said, I have 4 wives and 28 children. I did this, I was doing that. That is why I was not able to come to the parliament. This is a place where we are supposed to be debating, talking about the laws of the country. Somebody was talking about him and they were applauding him. So this is the situation we are. You cannot have somebody who has kept ASUU, the student is solitary confinement. You are nominating him. You want to give him a nomination. I don't understand. So where are we going? A state of quagmire. So I will leave it like that. ASUU, take your stand. Thank you. I think Emma is a little bit busy. Mr. Kennedy, just go on with your submission, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is Nigeria for you. National honors. There was a rumor last week about the personalities that are going to benefit from the award from the federal government. And a very renowned economist was there, Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala, one of our icons. She was there. Her name was there. But the federal government later came out to debunk it, that those were fictitious names, that the federal government was not involved in dishing out such names. And look at the names we are hearing now. We have Ngige, somebody who has who has head ASUU and the whole students in Nigeria. who has held them hostage for about 9 months now. He's somebody that whose name has appeared in the list of people that are going to benefit from the national honors. It's a shame. It's a shame on all of us. It's a shame on the general psyche of us Nigerians that somebody like that, who even publicly assaulted a negotiator in the national news yesterday, is one of the people that is going to benefit from national honors from the federal government. It's a shame. I think the honor is about somebody who has been able to grandstand on behalf of the federal government, whether what he did was right or wrong. Since he was able to grandstand on behalf of the federal government, he has been able to hold the whole country hostage. Because he was unable to negotiate, and he has done the bidding of the federal government, so that is why his name will appear there. That's what Nigeria is. The good ones will not benefit; only the bad ones will benefit. But let us pray in the coming years, or in the coming years, good people will come in and they will begin to flush out all these charlatans from the entire administration of the country. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you for your submission. Thank you for your time on here. To my panelists, thank you for your time on here with me today. It was amazing having each and every one of you. Please do well to join me by 1 p.m. today, Nigerian time, on the chat. Let's talk which way Nigeria, which way Nigeria. I'll be highlighting some things that has been happening over time and has not gotten the right reaction or the right treatment, the right attention that it deserves. So please do also join me by 1 p.m. Nigerian time. I'll be waiting right here. So turn on your notification bell, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to like this broadcast before you exit the studio. Please do also like the broadcast, share, invite someone onto our broadcast, and also please endeavor to support us from time to time. Please. Thank you so very much. Have an amazing day. I'll see you by 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Do not forget to follow the rest of our lineups, our newspaper review, the chat, the Thursday discussion, Monday to Thursday discussions, Friday debate, the Sunday shows with leftists, and every other program that we bring to you. Thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so very much. I'll see you by 1 p.m. Until then, take care and bye-bye.